patients I've got to see in 4 minutes. All of them thinking of bloody Napoleon. Send them all back to bloody Alpha, what I say. One guy, he's had a stroke, right? He's completely paralysed down one whole side of his body. He's still schizophrenic. And the thing is, both sides of his personality are still shit. Oh, so you reject.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm actually one of the mental patients. The psychiatrist couldn't make it this morning. What's wrong with you?
I'm still getting terrible panic attacks.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, stop it! Listen, look, the time to start panicking is if your house goes on fire, right? Or a bag go, ah! Now stop it up! Nurse! Why couldn't she be a nymphomaniac, you know what I mean? A nice wee nymphomaniac 3 times a week, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be able to cure them, but it would work wonders for me, you know what I mean? Didn't I see your face in here last week?
Yes.
What are you doing back here then?
Well, I'm still experiencing a severe sexual inferiority complex.
No, surely not. A hunk of a man like you. Tell us about it. Of course you're suffering from an inferiority complex. Of course you are. You're inferior, aren't you? So why waste time? Hold up. Wait, you just come in here for a bloody good chat once a week, don't you? Where you can piss off. Nurse! Oh, before you go.
Is that a prescription?
No, it's a picture of a naked woman to remind you what you're missing.
Come to the end of the road. I'm going to kill myself.
No. Put the gun down, Timmy. Put the gun down, Timmy. Gun down, Timmy. Gun down, Timmy. Good. Good. Now.
Good.
Use this instead.
It's Mr. Finch.
Yeah?
He's a multiple mass murderer.
Multiple mass murderer? That sounds good. Sit right down now then, Mr. Finch. Tell us a bit about your history, my son. What's your mother like? Big tits. Oh, of course, private patient. We wouldn't want that in the files. Now then, Mr. Finch, do come over by the couch and tell us all about those lovely murderous symptoms of yours.
Well, I keep having these lot of bad dreams lately.
Yes, a bit of rat.
What?
Bit of rat up your arse.
No.
Bastards. Bloody Sigmund Freud. Nobody ever dreams about a bloody rat up the arse. I had to study that case for 7 years, realise that? Do carry on, Mr. Finch.
Well, I keep having a recurring dream in which I appear in a funny psychiatric sketch and get paid lots of money, and everybody laughs at the material.
Well, they often say that dreams go by opposites. Do carry on.
Well, I'm about to get analysed when the psychiatrist disappears and goes and hosts this terrible BBC 2 show. That's Sadowitz for you. A third-rate Craig Ferguson imitator.
Well, I must say, you're a super smashing, marvellous audience. Piff, puff, poof. Now, I'm just going to go into the audience and just patronize one or two of you. That's marvellous, super smashing, marvellous. That's the price you pay for being incredibly fat, actually. Now, then, that's lovely, super smashing, piff, puff, poof. Now, then, darling, what's your name? Sybil, and are you a shepherd? Piff, puff, poof, super smashing, marvellous. Just give her a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And marvellous, super smashing. This sketch for tonight, absolutely lovely. Piff, puff, poof. Lovely, super smashing. Now, Sybil, have you ever seen one of these before? No. And neither have I. Piff, puff, poof, super smashing, marvellous. Now, what I'm going to do is just count to 3, and 1, 2, 3, and the ball completely disappears. Do you know where it went? You didn't? Well, neither do I. Piff, puff, poof. By the way, I hope the smell isn't bothering you.
It's not the smell, it's the trick that stinks.
This puff puff super smashing marvellous. Now I'm going to do one more time. 1, 2, Stand-up comedy is now bigger in Britain than pop music. The Pallbearer's Revue decided to hit the streets of London to ask the question, who's your favourite comedian? There's somebody now. Excuse me! I'm doing a documentary for the BBC. Can I just ask you, who's your favourite comedian?
Oh, well, Ben Elton.
Ben Elton. Why?
I think he's very funny.
Really? What do you think of Jerry Sadowitz?
Who?
Jerry Sadowitz. You know, the comedian that goes... Very funny. Excuse me. Who is your favourite comedian?
Well, I like lots of comedians.
Yeah, like who?
John Cleese, Ben Elton, Bernard Manning, Benny Hill, French and Saunders.
What about
Brian
like
Lawrence,
Scottish comedians? Scottish comedians.
Oh, Billy Connolly, Ralph C. Nesbitt.
Yeah, but what about like Scottish comedians that wear bowler hats?
Well, the only one I can think of is Jerry Sadowitz, but I don't like him.
Well, I can tell you he speaks very highly of you.
Really?
Excuse me, I'm from the BBC. Who's your favourite comedian?
Jerry Sadowitz.
Really? Why?
Hang on.
For Christ's sake.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Are you doing a documentary about comedy?
Yes, I am actually.
I just wanted to say, I think you're a brilliant comedian. Easily the best stand-up in Britain.
Really?
Not only are you the funniest comic I've ever seen, but also the most prolific. You're
Thank you very much.
Incredibly inventive, and not to mention illuminating without being too patronising. And I just love your songs, and I thoroughly enjoyed your second series of Black Adam.
Jerry, this is David and Noreen from Leicester.
Heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads it is. Right, you want to go first or second?
First.
Okay, come on.
Et maintenant, les frères fabuleux de la descente.
A lot of people have been asking us, can we get Roy Walton onto the Roy Walton Moment, because, you know, he's an incredible genius, but unfortunately he's a recluse, and the nearest thing we could get is a picture of his son. Okay, so what I've got here, your name is?
Ian.
I have here a pack of cards, as you can see.
I can see it.
What I'm going to do is take a few cards off the top, and a few cards from the bottom, like that, and a few cards near the centre. Okay?
Right.
You shuffle those cards, please.
Okay.
Let's give them a mix, and I'll mix these ones up. Okay? Done?
Yep, certainly.
Now place your cards face down on the table, like so. I'll drop mine on top, face up. Okay?
Okay.
So your cards are obviously face down near the bottom, and there's no way I can know the order because you've shuffled them. So what we're going to do is we're going to take your first face down card and my first face up card. Okay? We'll examine them, and they match in colour and in value. 2 red 7s, right? Do it again. Next card. 2 red 8s.
Yep.
2 black 4s. 2 red queens. 2 black kings. 2 red 6s. Coincidence or magic? You decide. Moving right along. I have in fact got here a pack of lexicon cards, right? These are all different letters, okay? What you've got to do is cut the pack into 4 piles, please, Ian. Or hemorrhoids, if you want the correct technical description. Give us a few more there to deal with, okay? And here we have 4 cards which you have freely cut to, and which I could have no possible prior knowledge of. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Right, first letter there is a T. Second letter you cut to is an I. Third one was an H. And this one is an S. Coincidence or magic? You decide. Okay, moving right along. We'll stick with 4 ordinary wee dicey things. Okay? Got to watch very carefully.
I'm watching.
Wiggling the fingers, ladies and gentlemen, wiggling the fingers. And one of them jumps across. Okay? Try again. Watching this?
I'm watching.
So it's all to do with the finger movement, you see. Coincidence or magic? You decide. Moving right along. A flourish with 4 aces, okay? This is incredibly difficult. If I get it right, you've got to applaud incredibly enthusiastically. Now that was actually a little flourish invented by Richard Gamble, which I think is excellent. But anyway, the 4 aces, ladies and gentlemen, and as you know or may not know, the ace of spades is the highest valued card in the pack, okay? And it's very important for me to hold that card if I'm playing poker, right? And the ace of clubs is the second highest ace, and that goes with it. And what we do is snap the fingers, and we find the black aces jump over into my hand, which is where we want them, and over here we have the 2 red aces. Coincidence or magic? Who cares? All right. Moving right along, 4 aces into different parts of the pack, ladies and gentlemen. Now I want to imagine, Ian, we're playing a game of poker, right?
Oh,
no, we're not really, but just imagine it, okay?
Okay.
How many people do you think are in the game? Like 1 person, 2, 3, 4?
5.
5? Okay. And which hand do you want to have the winning hand? Second hand, third hand?
Third hand.
Third hand. Right, just cut off a few cards off the top of the pack, please.
Right.
Excellent. What was the hand you wanted it in?
Third.
So what we do now is deal out 5 hands of poker, and we find that in that third hand, 2 aces, 3 aces. See, I don't have to do this for a living. I can just join a poker school and get rich quick, you know what I mean? So, the 4 aces in the third hand. Right, try one more. Just take out any card, Ian, any card you like. Completely free choice. That card was having a very nice time until you touched it. Right, have a look at it. And show it to camera 5. Okay? Remember the card?
Yep.
Whatever you do, don't show it to me, and put it back any way you like. Okay, let's still look at that one, because it makes the job a lot easier. Okay, I merely slap the pack, and your card mysteriously jumps up to the top. 7 of hearts, is that it?
No.
Are you lying?
No.
It isn't?
No.
Right, put your hand over here, please. Okay? Put your other hand on top of the 7, like that. Turn the card over. What? Coincidence or magic? You decide. Okay, the last trick, ladies and gentlemen, the 4 aces go into the pack in a reversed condition. Right, 4 aces reversed in the pack?
Yep.
Now you'll notice I've deliberately left the jack of clubs out for a particular reason. Because what I'm going to try and do is get the jack of clubs to change place with the 4 aces in the middle of the pack. Okay? Watch carefully. I simply snap it, and instantly it becomes the 4 aces. Okay? And in the middle of the pack, we now find one card only. See, I think magic's a lot more impressive if you do it in a deep coast West American accent, you know. 1 card and 1 card only. The jack of clubs, ladies and gentlemen. So, from the Roy Walton Moment to the magic of schizophrenia with impressions. Da, 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 da. Okay, here we go. What's this? Moby Dick having a piss as seen by Salvador Dali. Thank you very much. A lot of you people at home actually think that, that I've changed the act now that I'm on TV and I'm a different kind of person, but I'm not. I am actually the same person as I always ever was. I will not change, I cannot change. I am simply the same street credible person you all know and love. And to show you how street credible my street credibility is, in fact, from a certain angle I still look like dog shit. So the point is, I'm still exactly the same person you all know and love, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so a few impressions. What's this? Paul McCartney, thank you very much indeed. Linda McCartney. You're doing an impression of me. Piss off! Thank you very much indeed. My impression of the great Edinburgh philosopher David Hume. Obviously, I can't prove it's a great impression, but believe me, it is. My impression of Morrissey. You're shit, Morrissey! Just my impression of him. You don't have to agree with it, of course. But I know I'm right. I can't stand these people that go on about Morrissey. They go, oh, Morrissey, he's marvellous. You shouldn't make jokes about me. He helped me get through my depression. No, he didn't. You helped him get through his depression. And you paid him for the bloody privilege. Okay, a few informative impressions now, ladies and gentlemen. How to annoy a fruit shop owner. Excuse me, have you got any stale, smelly, stinking apples in your shop? Certainly not. That's funny. You sold me a whole bunch of them yesterday, you bastard. How to annoy Stevie Wonder. Stevie? Stevie! Stevie, over here a minute, please. Over here, Stevie! I actually hate the idea of somebody being blind and making more money than me, you know what I mean? Because I'm actually a Scottish Jew, which is a very intense combination to have, you know. Half of me wants to get pissed, the other half won't pay for the drinks, you know. See, the Jewish religion, by the way, I think it's totally mental, you know. Like, as soon as you're born, what happens to a Jew? As soon as you're born, you get half your knob lobbed off of you. Now, I don't know about you people here, but I can't afford to lose half of nothing, you know. And to me, this is the wrong idea, right? What they should do is lob off half the nose, right? Stick it on the end of the knob, and that would make a lot more sense to me, you know what I mean? I can't actually get my head around any religion, really, you know. I mean, I actually believe if there is a God, he was made in Hong Kong, you know what I mean? Do you know?
Religious material, is it, Jerry?
It is religious material. Let's go into the audience, make sure nobody comes out and gobs me, will you?
Right, okay.
Good man, good man. Okay, so I blame a lot of contemporary religion on Joseph, actually, you know, Joseph the carpenter, you know. What a gullible man that was, you know. Coming home from work one day with a plank of wood under his arm. Mary, what's happened? You're pregnant. Oh, forgot to tell you, Joseph, God came down today in a big bolt of lightning, and I gave birth to the Son of God. Fair enough. I mean, the man was a carpenter. Why don't you check out the cupboard for a start, you know? You'd have found a Mexican in there going, don't open this door, please don't open this door, please don't open this door. I think the weird thing about Jesus is that he went round in his day changing people's names for them, you know? You could never get away with that today, you know? Like, he would go up to people and say, what's your name? John? John, I shall call you Peter. You call me John, you hippie! I've got a joker here who wants to change my name, by the way. But they didn't argue about it. They actually loved it. They lapped it up, you know. I am George Lord. George, I shall call you Ringo. Oh, thanks a lot, lad. Always wanted to be a Ringo, you know what I mean? I am Peter Lord. Peter Lord. You're a shoe shop. You don't get it. Gives a new pair of sandals for a start, you know what I mean? I don't understand why religious people wear, like, crucifixes around their necks, you know, the two bits of wood that Jesus was nailed to, you know. I mean, what's the point in celebrating two pieces of wood, really, you know? What it should be is a picture of Jesus changing the water into wine going... you know, with a wee disciple standing next to him going... Well, if you're really rich, you can afford the executive version, which has got a miniature Thomas the Doubter in the middle that goes... you know, as you walk, sort of thing, you know. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the incredible floating handkerchief trick. I actually think that you never get John Majors in a sexual scandal, really, you know. John Majors, like, the nearest he gets to kinky sex is like swapping anoraks with other train spotters, you know. It's a man so boring that Steve Davis could win the next general election, really, you know. I look at John Majors, I think to myself, my God, didn't realise that the Proclaimers had an older brother, did you? By the way, I don't slag off the Socialist Party ever, but I'm telling you now, if there was one, I would, okay? You know what's really annoying about alternative comedy is the fact that in alternative comedy you've got to be topical all the time, right? I mean, I still hate Winston Churchill, you know what I mean? Winston Churchill, we shall fight in the air, we shall fight on the beaches, we shall fight in the... What do you mean, we fatso, you know what I mean? Didn't see the cigars being rationed during the Second World War, really, did you? Tell you how he hid his family from national service. He swallowed them. That's what he did. See, Winston Churchill, he had this reputation of being a very witty prime minister. You know, like he'd be at a party or something like that, and women would walk up to him and say, Mr. Churchill, you're drunk. And he would say, Madam, I may be drunk, but in the morning I'll be sober. When you wake up, you'll still be ugly. Marvellous, Winston, what a marvellous remark to me. I mean, the guy was drunk at a party. What he actually said was, Madam. Oh. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to continue with the action here with the incredible vanishing pear trick. Thank you very much indeed. And for this, of course, I have a selection of magic wands. I have, of course, an absolutely ordinary magic wand over here, which is a standard magic wand. And, of course, we have the non-racist magic wand, as you can see, black and white stripes. And we have the incredible Australian one, which comes right back to you. And we have, of course, the public schoolboy one, which is brown, because it's been up my arse all afternoon. And, of course, we have the... See, they're laughing here because they're students, you know, very, very stupid people. Okay, so the very dangerous one, which doesn't look very dangerous, but if you do that on a baby's head, I can assure you, very, very painful. And of course, we also have the fish called Wanda, which is not a very good joke, but it's only Birmingham, right, boys and girls? And of course, we have the magic wand as seen by Salvador Dali, ladies and gentlemen. So, what happens here is... the pear goes into the magic box, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to make it vanish completely, okay? It's a very, very difficult trick, so please watch very carefully. Just watch. Completely disappears, and not only that, but I'll bring the pear back again, okay? Back again. Thank you very much. Oh, God, and Einstein's theory is absolutely right. The pear does fall onto the floor, just to show you that gravity does pull things back to the ground. So, the pear trick, ladies and gentlemen, which doubles sometimes in the show as a exploding rabbit trick. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. I'm going to give you two impressions now, ladies and gentlemen, two impressions at the one time. Harpo Marx, the comedian, and Jeffrey Dahmer, the famous serial killer, at the same time, okay? I hope you know who Jeffrey Dahmer is, right? Jeffrey Dahmer. He gave me this actually as a present. I thought it was very, very good of him. Kept it in a pot for several years, you know? You just pull this wee thing and... Oh, yeah. Play it backwards, it says, I hate Judas Priest as well, you know what I mean? I actually think Jeffrey Dahmer is brilliant, you know, because the more Jeffrey Dahmers there are in the world, the less Americans there will be. Americans, don't you bloody hate them, eh? They don't have libraries in America because they basically don't have to shut up for 2 minutes, you know? Plus, they can't find enough Casper the Friendly Ghost comics to warrant opening a bloody library, you know what I mean? See, Americans, it's a good job their credit cards are welcome all over Europe, because they're not. Thank you. Do you know who the most intelligent man is in America? And the irony is, they're probably right about this, is Phil Donahue. Phil Donahue, that is their top man, right? Because he has glasses and blonde hair and he comes bouncing on, talking about serious... He looks like a bloody pigeon on acid, really, you know? He comes bouncing on, tackling really serious subjects like... tonight we're going to talk about the very serious subject of child abuse. And in the studio is a little lady that tells us all about the problem. Yes, Phil, my 5-year-old granddaughter was killed by her father. Okay, studio audience, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Let's get some feedback here, you know what I mean? The Americans are so stupid they've got to fight the war in the Gulf all over again because they forgot to kill Saddam Hussein the first time. How can you miss a fat bastard like that? So, the impression, ladies and gentlemen, that I intended to do later on, earlier rather, is Harpo Marx and Jeffrey Dahmer, the serial killer, at the same time, okay? Bang, 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 bang! Okay, I think I've seen your level of intelligence. You want funny hats, don't you, ladies and gentlemen? No problem for the likes of me. Here we go, the silly green hat, ladies and gentlemen. There you go, look at that. And here we go, the incredible red hat over there. I can't actually believe I'm doing this on BBC Two, by the way, Monday night, you know what I mean? Can't understand it. Here we go, Ku Klux Klan man on acid. Good. Okay for that crap. Anyway, quick, balloon, animal. Ethiopian pit bull terrier, thank you very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the incredible vanishing beaker trick. Da, 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 da. Oh, God. Oh, never mind. Trap doors aren't quite what they used to be, you know what I mean? Wee yellow ring. This cost 40 quid, I think, actually, 40 quid. Oh, and of course the beaker completely vanishes from the tube, and there's nothing over here, and there's nothing over here, and of course you probably all think, aha, underneath the curtain by the trap door, but you're all completely wrong, because there is nothing in here except for a 45-pound piece of absolute shit.
Jerry!
What?
Jerry, the David Copperfield sketch.
Oh, I David Copperfield. Stop it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm now required for a sketch featuring the famous American musician David Copperfield. And here we go with David Copperfield sketch. Right, let's get okay, just get the casual, ladies and gentlemen. Get the casual. Here we go. Get the jacket on. Get the tie on. Oh, God, the ring's gone as well. And a bit of hair gel just to get the catalyst. Here we go. Lovely. Okay, the famous American musician, Mr. David Copperfield. Ready for this?
Yes. David?
Yeah?
What's that?
Why, it's my grandmother's ring, Dreenagh. You know, it's very special to me. She gave it to me just after she died. Watch.
Oh, David, how did you do that?
And this is for you, darling. Happy anniversary, dear.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
I know.
Oh, it's the same ring. Oh, David, you're so clever. You're so special.
That's right, Dreenagh. And you know, we're all special. We all have magic. The magic of love.
You mean you made love to your grandmother?
That's right, Dreenagh. And you know something? She gave me this just after she died. My grandmother's bra, Dreenagh. It's very special to me. Matter of fact, she gave me a couple of other things, too, just before she died. Our special relationship, Dreenagh.
You ever thought of going to a special hospital, you stupid psycho?
You just don't understand, Dreenagh. You have to believe in magic.
Yeah, well, I believe you're a bloody pervert. What does your grandmother think about all of this?
Not much, Dreenagh. You see, my grandmother's very special. She lives in a rocking chair in our basement in our house. And she's been dead for nearly 20 years. And she's really special. And don't go. I haven't told you about the magic of sellotape, Dreenagh. The magic of sellotape. Sellotape holds my body there. Get me off. It was special.